Okay, so our final guest this morning is the one and only Tom Sullivan. He's the one that went to Buc-ee's and he got the whole Texas experience. He is the Vice President of Small Business Policy at the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. Mr. Sullivan, good to see you again. How would you like to say? You want to sit there? I'll sit right here. Okay, so we just heard from leaders from across Houston's ecosystem. You're helping really spearhead this effort, right? Talk about why this work is so important for you and the Chamber.
Well, first of all, from the minute we got here and Griff and Hunter took us to Buc-ee's to right now, what an incredible experience. It's fairly humbling being the last two people up here at this venue. I mean, how do you top the incredible narratives from these small business owners? And the answer is you can't. But your question was why? You know, why is the U.S. Chamber of Commerce doing this? And the answer is we can't afford not to. We represent small businesses in Washington, D.C., and in order for us to do our job, we have got to be where small business owners like you live and work. And that's why we're here, and we come back to Washington, D.C. tonight more rich for our experience being here.
Yeah, so we heard from Jessica Mosier earlier, and we talked about the Small Business Index, and it shows confidence right now at a record high. That is such good news. In the last Congress, you got tax reform, you got a host of regulatory reforms. How do you top that this year? How do you top that?
It's going to be tough to top the 20% tax cut, but we're up for it.
Yeah.
We are up for it. And I will tease the Small Business Index in my response, because the response is we are real bullish on infrastructure. And this echoes Jeff Mosley's comments about, what are we going to do with 1,200 new Texans every day? We need infrastructure. And at the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, we think that this year is the time to actually advance infrastructure modernization. And the index that I referred to, which is part of our partnership with MetLife, we measure small businesses and how they did, how they're doing, and how they think they're doing. And Jessica Mosier spoke about this a little bit. The index that will be released tomorrow focuses on infrastructure. And our bullishness on infrastructure really only reflects the input we've gotten from small businesses that this is a priority, we've got to get it done. So we think we're going to be successful this year.
Fantastic. Okay, so Houston's the first stop. You've got 5 cities total throughout the year.
Yep.
You have a special invitation for everybody coming this fall, right?
I do. Drum roll? Should we have a drum roll at all?
Drum roll.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So our special invitation is that you have been such gracious hosts here in Texas. We want to be your host in Washington, D.C. So come to Washington, D.C., October 16 and 17. So I'm going to pause here so you can get your smartphones out and put on your calendar. October 16 and 17 is our National Small Business. We are taking what we did today and we're putting it on steroids. And October 16 and 17, we want to host all of you there. Not only will it be fun, but we need you there. We need for you to bring the common sense of Houston to Washington, D.C. So that's our special invitation.
Yeah, they need Texas in the house, don't they?
We do. We do.
They need us there. Okay, so Tom, thank you for sharing your expertise. We're going to announce our winner, the giveaway winners. You have a survey you want everybody to take, right?
Yes.
It is on your chair there.
Yeah.
We'd really appreciate just a few seconds of your time to fill it out. We can make sure that we're putting together the best program possible for next year and the next event. So it'll take just a few minutes, just a few of your thoughts, and we appreciate that. One more time, we really have to thank our sponsors. Without them, we would not be sitting here with you guys. So MetLife, FedEx, and Square. Our host, Jeff Mosley, and his great team at the Texas Association of Business as well. They have been great. I would like to thank and honor all of the women business leaders in this room.
Woo!
Wait a minute. If you're a female business owner, stand up. Let's honor you guys for a second. Just in advance of International Women's Day this Friday. You guys are awesome. Okay, so let's go pick the winner of the fire disc.
All right, now, so while Lindsay Holloway comes up, I think we can get a loud drum roll, a fire disc, drum roll.
Portable propane cooker.
Lily,
No, go ahead. Mr. Sullivan, all you.
Have to be here to win it.
You have to be here to win it. Highland Landscaping. Highland Landscaping. Ian.
Ian! Oh my gosh! Ian!
McLean.
Ian, who's got a giant
Ian McLean.
Ford 350 to bring that fire disc home. Wow.
Congratulations, Ian. I called on you earlier. We were looking for you. So thank you all for being here. We still have some time to network, and I hope you guys get to talk to each other, network, ask questions, and we really thank you for being here.
Can I ask one question?
You sure can. Let's see if there's a microphone for you.
I can be real loud.
Okay, you can be real loud. Here we go.
I would assume that there's a lot of S corporations and small businesses in the room, and as a result of the last tax reform, I'm assuming there's a lot of S corporations and small businesses in the room, and in the latest and greatest tax reform, S corps were not included as part of that deduction process. Is the Small Business Administration and the U.S. Chamber looking at how that they can work that reform for the next tax go-around?
So Bob, I love it. I love when you get the policy question at these events. So first of all, Bob gives half the story. His question was about the 20% deduction. So first of all, S corporations that are pass-throughs did get the 20% deduction, but depending on your income level, it's phased in or phased out, which makes Bob's job and other CPAs and other tax advisors' jobs even more valuable. So hug your tax advisor today if you haven't, because that deduction, which is great, is complicated and you need help to take advantage of it. So Bob, thank you for raising that question.
Yes, thank you guys. Thank you for being here today. And we encourage you to mingle, and we will see you next year. No. We're going to see you in DC.
October 16th.
October 16th.